Hi, friends. It's your host, Meg.
And Amanda. Welcome to Wake Up and Listen, the podcast where two friends get real about purpose, intuition, and laughing through the chaos.
If you're into personal growth with a side of giggles and maybe an existential breakthrough or two, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. It's time to
Wake up and
listen.
Hello, beautiful souls. It's your new friend, Amanda Nicole. I'm so happy to be here with you recording my very first episode. Welcome to Wake Up and Listen. I want to thank you for listening, and you should also thank yourself for taking time for you. This channel is dedicated to helping you awaken your mind and listen to your body. We were taught in society how to listen to others, whether that be our boss, our teachers, our parents, authority. But to really understand how our body works and the signals that it gives when it needs certain things, whether that be rest or food or to not be around a certain situation, a certain person, there are signals that our body can give. And just being able to awaken to that is so empowering. I personally went through so much of living for others, and I didn't even know that it was happening. And it took really deep pain to become aware of what I was giving of myself and not giving to myself. And to create a space and have a platform like this to share the things that I've learned in my journey of healing and just learning to live in a way that wasn't taught to us. I'm so grateful that I'm able to share that. And I hope that you can take pieces from this and turn it into your own version of a lifestyle. And that's really my intention for stepping into this new phase of life of working in this podcast channel with my amazing friend Meg. And the way that everything unfolds in life is just, it can be so magical when you allow it and when you are taught how to see it. In a world full of bad news everywhere you turn, the TV, social media, it can be hard to find the little magical moments, which could really be in everything that you do. So I wanted this episode to be a little bit about me so you can get to know me. So to start off, I just entered my 30s a few months ago, and I really feel like this is the time in my life that my entire life has been preparing me for. And I say that because I have had a lifetime struggling with mental and physical health, and the two were definitely interlocked and connected to something even beyond what the doctors could see. I'm finding out that I was a psychic medium. And a lot of my ailments growing up were taking on different energies and feeling things on a level of sensitivity that I couldn't explain. And because of that, doctors would just hear the symptoms and then give me medications. So for a while, I just had to really learn how to cope with the life that I knew. And it was hard. I went through a lot of anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts, a lot of struggling with just figuring out where I belong in this world because I didn't feel like I fit. And I did a lot of work over the years on just tuning out the rest of the world and finding my people, finding my community, the ones that get me, the ones that are going through the same things, the ones that understand what it means to go through a hard time in life and be able to heal through it and pull yourself out on the other side. And a lot of that was it only came to me because of how much pain I was in and how I just knew there had to be more to life. So, a little background on my health. I had Crohn's disease, I had a stroke, rheumatoid arthritis, PMDD, endometriosis, drug-induced lupus. The list goes on. Possible Lyme disease. I stopped trying to find the labels when I realized that these are just, the doctors are taking symptoms of mine and making it make sense to them. Even if all of the symptoms weren't that disease. I am in remission. I healed completely from my stroke through holistic means. And being able to really hone in on what's worked for me and now give back and share, because I just realized how truly powerful we are as human beings and the potential that we have to heal ourselves. And our body knows exactly what to do. We just have to listen to it. Those little signs, those little signals that is its version of screaming to you what it needs. When we shut that off because we're in survival mode and we just push it to the side and we just go, we're on autopilot. And that is how I lived my entire life. I had a horrible time through high school, just a lot of panic attacks, not wanting to be there, not just finding I never felt safe inside of my body. And it wasn't my environment. It was the ability to create that safety internally so that no matter what my environment was, I knew I was always okay. And I will spend the rest of this lifetime mastering that. And I have come so far already, and I'm so proud of where I am to where I was. I am a whole different person. I have full body goosies just even talking about it. It's crazy to think that we spend so much time looking for the answers outside of ourselves, thinking that has to be it and that must be the answer. That will help me. That's the thing that I need. And all of this time, you just had to turn inward and ask yourself what you need. And listen to what your body is doing around certain people, around certain environments, when you eat certain foods, when you drink certain drinks like alcohol. Like, what is your body telling you after you eat that chocolate cake you knew you shouldn't have? Now, I'm not saying we shouldn't enjoy it, because we are human and we have these beautiful taste buds and the sensory of taste, so we absolutely need to use it. But like me, when that was my breakfast, lunch, and dinner, was literally chocolate and processed sugar and coffee, but my coffee was like mocha caramel latte. It was just so bad. But when you can really just be aware of what you're doing to your body and then what that feels like inside your body after, or being around a certain person and having a lot of anxiety, then when you leave, you have this clarity. That's your body telling you something. So I really am excited to use this platform to tell my story and give all of these tools and tips and tricks that I have learned just from tapping into my inner self, my higher self, and understanding that life is so much more than what we have been shown so far. And I really hope that this is something that you guys are needing and you have found exactly what you're looking for. Meg and I have some juicy episodes lined up, and I'm so excited to continue on this journey with you all. Thank you for joining me on this first episode of mine, and I look forward to hanging out with you in the future.